This whole game of reality creation or manifestation that we are, each of us, are partaking in, whether we are conscious of it or not, but our nature is a manifester, a creator. And the reason that is because we are not separate from the source of all creation. We are one with that. So when we say that the Creator creates or God creates, then we have that same inherent, innate power and capacity within us. We are creating our world through our frequency. Our frequency is made up of our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, what we are believing. All of this is creating an energetic signal that we are projecting out into reality, and reality is responding to that. So when we think in some way, our mind tells us that we need to go out and make something happen, or we need to go out and create something, or we need to go out and strive and achieve for something, to receive something, or to feel a certain way, all of that is actually an illusion. And when you play the game in that way, often you are coming from your not self, or your ego self, that's trying to convince you that you are separate from that which you desire. But how can you, if you are one with the source of all creation, how can you possibly be separate from what it is that you desire? The very fact that you desire it is evidence that you are being invited into a reality that's already existing, that's already in your field. So your task is not to go out and make it happen or create it, because it already exists. Your task is to become available to receive that. How do you become available to receive that? Through your frequency, through not what you're doing, but who you're being. This is an identity shifting paradigm. So when you align with the version of you who already has that, is already living that reality, in essence, who you're aligning with is the truth of your being, of who you are when you let go of and dismantle and dissolve all of the roles that you've been playing, all the beliefs that you've been holding, all the thoughts that you have been thinking about yourself that aren't actually truth, because they're likely constructed from the ego self or from the ego narrative. When we come back into resonance with our soul, when we remember the truth of who we are, and when we begin to live as that and allow our personality to be informed by our soul, we begin to naturally, inherently align with and make ourselves available for our highest timeline. That which our soul has chosen, our soul already knows because it holds the map, that which we have decided upon before incarnating. That is available to you right now. That is calling you forward. The question is, are you making yourself available to receive it? Or are you so focused on the how, on the doing, believing that you have to somehow go out and get it, believing that you are separate from that which you desire? Separation is an illusion. When you come back into soul truth, you remember that you are already one within it. So if you are already one and you are already living that reality, how would you be feeling now? What would you allow yourself to believe? What would you be thinking about yourself? What moves would you be making? When we can start to rewire our identity at the root level by realizing and remembering that we are already that, we have access to all of that now, that's when reality shifts in your favor. It responds to your true soul signal. If you want to know more about this, if you want to learn how to actually embody this and live as this and collapse time now, I am hosting a 3-month program. We start this week. It's called Soul Power. And this is the way that we shift timelines, that you shift reality, and that you align with your true soul essence. Details are in the show notes. I'd love you to join me.